entire world of communication. Yeah, let's continue. We started with what is leadership, and I said earlier on last week, let me do a recap. Doing excessively. You have to know what is that thing that is gingering Mr. A, and what is that thing that is making Mr. B dull, so that when you want to communicate, you don't
Leadership and Entrepreneurship with David O. David every Thursday 2:30 to 3 p.m. on Honor 103.5 FM.
Ever been in a position when you're always asking why? Thinking that your tears will never dry. Every time that you glance at the sky, your mind's there, but you know you don't got the wings to fly. You feel the wind gently touching your skin.
Ooh, bring it on, bring it on. You, bring it on.
Life know the sweet though, hey. If some people know they hate you, so use the number 6 so and calculate. You go see the ratio. The beef self na meat yo, whether na asu them relate to. So bring your own crayfish yo, we go mix so oh la. Share na them talk say we no go blow. Share them they see us now, we don't they glow. Take a look at me now, take a look at me now. We're running things in this town. Can't you see?
I don't care who you are, where you're from, or what you do. Just as long as you're chasing money, do what's right, never give up on it. Bring it on, bring it on.
Are you ready? Wanna ready?
No matter how you try, don't you ever fall. Keep your head up high and standing tall. Bring it on, bring it on.
Are you ready? Wanna ready?
No matter how you try, don't you ever fall. Keep your head up high and standing tall.
And rising, rising, rising. Keep it high, rising, rising.
Bring it on.
This life is not easy. So much hustling and puzzling. Everyone is struggling. So make you know they believe it. Since everyone is chasing, you're never gonna make it. Never say no, never give up. Keep your head up, standing tall. And for sure, you go turn it up, turn down for what? Hey, Shane and them talk say, we no go blow. Share them they see us now, we don't they glow. Take a look at me now, take a look at me now. We're running things in this town.
Good afternoon to you, wherever you're listening from. This is Leadership and Entrepreneurship with David O. David on the stable of Honor 103.5 FM in the city of Ibadan. You are welcome to another show that takes you from the ordinary to the extraordinary in the ecosystem of leadership and entrepreneurship. And I want to believe strongly that this show has been a blessing, and we thank God for every feedback that we'll be receiving and the results that we are getting. You're welcome once again.
I don't care who you are, where you're from.
Yeah, this afternoon we're going to do the summary, the total recap, and we're going to be drawing the curtain on the components of empathy as part of the attributes of a transformational leader, and we have been discussing on empathy. What are the components of empathy? For the benefits of those that are just joining us for the first time, on this show on the components of empathy, we have discussed that as a transformational leader, you must be an active listener. You must be ready to listen. Listening demands that you concentrate and you give attention, and at the same time you are able to draw inferences from whatever is being said, and that helps you as a leader to formulate opinions objectively. And we went to further to discuss understanding. You must do everything to understand the perspective, the emotions, the psychological perception or perspective of your team members as a leader. So much so that you'll be able to treat people according to their level, and at the same time you'll be able to get the best result from each individual that is working with you on as a team. And at the same time we'll move further to look at, you must have a support system for your team member. And I think I dwelt a little while on that the other day. I said, if there's no support structure, people tend to come to your team, look at whatever they can get and get out. Why? Because they see that there's nothing that shows that they have a future with you. It's applicable to governance, it's applicable to companies, it's applicable to non-governmental organizations. Anywhere the position of leadership is needed, if there is no structure that shows that you have concern, you have projections, you care about their health, about their emotions, about their future, people tend to come in and get out anytime. Why? Because they cannot see their future. I've seen, with my little experience, I've seen people that said, I got nothing to lose. There's nothing that I have at stake here. And I've seen people that stayed in some organization and said, I love this place. There's nothing I want to get that I can't get here. So they've given their best, and that is where they exhibit company citizenship. The structure must be there that to assist, to guide, even in the career part. Some team members, some staffs you have in your company, some of them just came in just to get their daily bread. But when they get to your organization, through trainings and retrainings and through mind reorientation, they come to realize what they are really carved out to do in life, and they go ahead to carve a niche for themselves in their field, so much so that they have better options, better opportunities in the ecosystem of their career. You see, these are things that motivate staffs, the team members, to do what? To have the concern for the business to thrive. The structure must be there. Do they have insurance? Do they have? Does your team have insurance? Do they have health insurance? Do they have provisions for allowances, for pension, and all sorts? Do you understand all these components that the HR department of your company needs to put in place? And so much so that everybody knows that, okay, when you work with this company, XYZ situations are taken care of. So your concentration is on the job to see that you give your maximum productivity capacity. That is very, very important. And these are part of the components of empathy. And I move on to conflict resolution. And conflict resolution, as it were, I think I dwelt a little bit on that too the other day. I said, you see, in organizations, you have, like they say in Yoruba, they said, people from different backgrounds, people with different perspective and perceptions, people with different feelings or opinions, they came together to work. So as a leader, whether you are a director, whether you are a sub-head, you have to have a large heart to understand that these people come, they have different opinions, different perceptions, different perspectives. So, and you cannot shy away from having loggerheads. Everybody want to achieve the goal. Each department want to achieve the goal of the organization. But in the process, they might cross each other's path. And there could be conflicts. So as a team lead, all you need to do, what you need to do rather, is to make sure, because if you know what it takes to understand, then it will help you in conflict resolution. You need to understand that we have an issue. The issue is what you have to treat, not personalities. As a leader, what is the issue? What are the circumstances that surrounds the issue? What is particular about that issue? That is what you treat, not individual. After you might have treated the issues, now you can now begin to look at, how do I work as an organization? What are the trainings we need to put together to restructure the mind of Mr. X or Mr. B or this sect of group, so that they can understand what we call the core values of the organization, why they need to realign themselves with the structure of the organization, the culture rather of the organization. In that wise, you would have treated the issue, the company will still be stable, the productivity will still be maximized, and yet you are still helping your team members, your staffs, to get reorientated, so much so that they can have a better way of doing things and a better way of being a team, of being team players. That is very, very sacrosanct. And last week, I think last week we now discussed recognition and acknowledgement, and I cited an example of a particular staff. In fact, his name is Ademola, fair, tall guy that was working with British Airways. That was in 1994, if I'm not mistaken, or 1993. This guy went all ahead. One of the engines caught fire, like I cited, and he took the fire extinguisher. He went ahead. He made sure that he put it off even before the fire services came. Do you know BA acknowledged this guy? They acknowledged his effort. You got it? They acknowledged, they recognized. They gave him free holiday, first class treatment. In fact, many other opportunities in England. And today he's doing fine, just because the guy had a culture of company citizenship. And you see, it's encompassing. That's why I tell people when I'm speaking with chairmen of organizations or leaders of teams, I say when your team commits error, the buck stops on your table. Because if you are a transformational leadership, you need to get to know all these things. Because people are different. That's why I celebrate blue chip companies that brings people from diverse origins, from different nations, and yet you see them getting things done. That is leadership at par. Do you understand? So, and not to talk of now, you have people with just different cultures within the same geographical region, and they can't really get themselves. It tells you how good the leader is. That's just the blatant truth. You understand? So recognition and acknowledging the process, the achievement, or the contribution of your team members is very, very important. It's a very strong motivating factor, and that I need you to know. You are once again listening to Leadership and Entrepreneurship with David O'David on Honor 103.5 FM, and you can always call in and call in on 070-4800-1035 070-4800-1035, and you can join us on our Facebook handle Honor 103.5 FM. You can as well go to Radio Garden. You can link us on YouTube and every other social media handles Honor 103.5 FM. We shall be back after these few market.
On 103.5 FM.
Oh la la! Have you been to a top-notch hotel in Ibadan? A one-stop at Hotel The Field in Bodija is an experience you don't want to miss. The aesthetic edifice is laced with 24 hours electricity supply, AC tight rooms, serene environment, courteous staff, and all comfort you can ever think of. Don't go too far. Sample our services. We have superior bed space, executive bed space, deluxe, studio, big space for all occasions, with all the comforts you can ever think of within and outside the country, Nigeria. Visit number 1B, Ululunge Street, Salami Estate, Bodija, Ibadan, or call 08033 950 705 or tell the field one stop for comfort.
Ibadan, are you ready? Walk with Anna Season 1, where like-minds and appreciate exercise shall be walking together for a 10-kilometer distance. Walk with Anna Season 1, a walk for one, a walk for all. Let's get together as we count down. For sponsorship and partnership, call 080-7777-4880. Walk with Anna Season 1, coming soon. Lego.
The essence of interior design will always be about people and how they live. It is about the realities of what makes for an attractive, civilized, and meaningful home environment. This is our foremost concern at Mr. Johnson Furniture and Interior Decoration, and this is why we stay faithful to your own taste, because nothing you really like is ever out of style. Mr. Johnson Furniture and Interior Decoration, we specialize in importing and delivering quality royal beds, sofas, lights, and doors to every home across Nigeria. We are located inside Dogafort Filling Station in Lewura Junction, Akala Express, Ibadan. Call us up on 080-913-35706 or send a WhatsApp message to 090-445-30230. We don't just sell quality products. Our maintenance team is on standby to give free routine maintenance for a whole year after purchase. Mr. Johnson Furniture, our passion is to bring affordable luxury to every home and offices.
You're welcome back. This is Leadership and Entrepreneurship with David on 103.5 FM. On our Facebook handle, we have Agumbiade Sheriff. Thank you. You said good afternoon to you there. I hope you are getting the nuggets rightly, and I hope you are putting these into action. The Director of Operations, Mr. Shewa Wodele, all the way from Israel. Thank you for joining. Yeah, hope you enjoyed yourself. Bring gifts for us here. We are waiting. Yeah, we have Akintola Abiodun. Amuludu is watching too. Oh, wow, good. Great. Yeah, I want to continue with what we've been discussing, leadership and entrepreneurship. And today we are looking at transformational leadership, the components of a transformational leadership. And we picked empathy, and the empathy, what are the components of empathy? And today I've done a recap of what we've been discussing all this while. And today I'm rounding up. And the last one is servant leadership. There was a governor in Nigeria one time in that's Niger State. He came up with I'm a servant leader. What are the components of a servant leader? An empathetic leader has embodied the concept of servant leadership, where their focus is on serving and supporting their team rather than exerting authority. You know, there are different types of leaders. There are this type of people we call the positional leaders. They are only leaders by position. The moment they get out of that position, nobody recognizes them. Nobody recognizes them. Nobody accord them that honor again, because it's only that office that people respected in them. Do you know you could be positioned in a place and yet be a transformational leader, and yet, and in the light of it, you will have a lasting impact footprint on your team members, and things will look great. Even after you would have gone, people will continue to talk about you. Why? Because you are a servant leader. How do I mean? You are ready to serve your team members. You are ready to bring out the best out of them. When they bring in beautiful ideas, you try everything in your capacity to nurture it. Because most times, these team members, they are just starters, they are green ons. Some of them have a better and bigger, brighter future. And as a servant leader, if you can understand these principles that I have highlighted as a component of empathy, in the nearest future, they could be the only saving grace for you. Most times when we are talking about leadership is you are there to inspire the rest of the team to become the best that they can ever be. That is the essence of leadership. That's I have forgotten, and I think I'm going to do more, some more research and get the name of the president of Singapore. He inspired his nation so much so that the people that were his team members, his citizens, began to look at their nation as their only paradise, and they are doing everything to protect that nation long after he has gone. That's a transformational leader, someone that is not ready to say no to anyone that is a member of the team. Every idea matters, every information matters. And you deal with these informations with objectivity, with open mind. You know, it's only positional leaders that always think that people will topple their government. No. The beauty of you being a transformational leader is that you are raising successors. You are raising leaders. One of my friend, I met him while I was flying from Uganda to Rwanda. The MD of South Africa Packaging, Mr. Logan Govenda, a very good friend of mine. You see, we were talking, and he was reading one of my books, Purpose, Consistency, Key to Fulfilling Purpose, and we're discussing this issue of leadership, servant leadership. He got to realize that his boss that was keen on seeing him becoming the best, that time he thought he doesn't like him, he thought he doesn't want him in the system. That guy was hell-bent that this guy must become great. Little did he know that that guy was planning to recommend him to replace him because he will soon retire. Nobody knew. And he was almost virtually the least in the organization. So servant leaders are always participatory. They are always participatory. They want to know how you're doing. They want to know what is going on. They want to be part of your growth. They want to be part of what you're doing. So much so that you begin to love them outside the office, outside the position, because they want to be instrumental to every progress that you make in the organization, in your career pursuit. Those are transformational leaders. Those are empathetic leaders. They make sure that they are with you. They walk you through the journey of your career and of your life in the organization. They don't take advantage of you. They don't. They see themselves as an instrument, as a ladder for you to grow. And as they do that, they become bigger and bigger. Do you understand? That's what happens. Because these ones that have grown will be making references to them, and they become an authority in their space. Why? Because they are servant leaders. So wherever you are listening to us today, come down from your high horse as a leader. Relate with your team members. Let them have a free access to communicate, to hear their opinions as regards the business, as regards the organization, as regards the little business that you are managing. So much so you could never believe that the least could give you the only solution that will make your company to thrive. So as a servant leader, you must focus on serving and supporting your team. Not that you just come, you do this, you do that. If you assign someone to a particular post to do something and you realize that that individual is not getting it done, it's not that you fire that individual, that you are not doing what I told you to do. You need to come to his or her level. Try understand, why are you not getting this done? I'm not saying that there are no clogs in the wheel of team players. Some are not ready to work at all. I know. But as a leader, you put in your best to know, why are you not doing this? What are the bottlenecks you are having? How can I be of help? That is a servant leader. That's a servant leader. You just want to get things done and done rightly, with love, with empathy. Not that you don't get it done. No, you don't exert authority as such. Yes, you carry the authority. We all know. But don't use it as if you are the Alpha and the Omega. The reality of it is that if you are out of that place, someone better will still coming. So as a servant leader, make sure that you do everything to see your team members achieve what they are in the system to achieve, to do, so much so that the company will continue to go on, and you as a leader, you build more influence and inspiration for your team members. That's why I'm going to be drawing the curtain on empathy today, and I want to believe strongly that you have been able to get one or two things registered. We're going to be starting a new series from next week, and I tell you, it's going to be dope. It's going to be loaded. Are you with me? It's going to be loaded, and let me just keep it until that time. I've been working with DJ Core and the beautiful lady that is allowing you to see me on the Facebook is Ayobami Damilola, and this is Honor 103.5 FM. This is Leadership and Entrepreneurship Show with David O.